Hello, students. Hope you all are in very good health and taking a very good care of yourself. So, today, the chapter that we are is of grammar, chapter number 10, subject verb agreement. Chapter 9, we have completed of verbs, and the next chapter of that is related to the agreement between the subject and the verb. That is very important in formation of any sentence. Okay, so what is subject verb agreement? The verb in a sentence must agree with its subject in number and person both. Okay. So the subject of a sentence may be plural or singular. If it is a pronoun, it may belong to the first person, second person, and third person that we have learned in the pronouns chapter also. If the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. And if the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Okay. This is the basic rule of subject verb agreement. Okay. So, the first rule that we are going to learn is that the verb in a sentence must always agree with the subject in number. Okay. So, if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. And if the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Okay. If we are talking about the number of the subject. Okay. So, examples are here. First is an actor acts in films. So, as in the first sentence, we are talking about an actor. An actor means one actor, right? So, we will use the verb acts, not act. Okay. So, acts is a singular verb and act is a plural verb. Okay, Bacha? So, whenever we use singular verb, it always carry an s or es after it. Okay. So, an actor acts in films. And the second example is actors act in films. Okay. So actors is a plural. So we are using the singular verb act over here. Okay. So this was the first rule. The second rule of subject verb agreement is that the verb in a sentence must always agree with the person. Okay, as I told you in the pronouns, which are we use the first, second, and third person, right? So if the subject is a pronoun, it may belong to the first, second, or third person. If the subject is singular in person, then the verb will be singular. And if that is plural, the verb will be plural. Okay. It is a very important rule. Just take care of this thing in your mind. Examples are here. Just look at the examples. I am worried. He is worried. We are worried. Okay. Here you can see that I is the first person. Okay. He is the third person. And we is a plural. Okay. So here I is carrying am with it. He is carrying is with it. Okay. He is a singular, so it is carrying is with it. And we is a plural, so it is carrying are with it. Okay. So there are some exceptions also. So just look at them. The first person singular I that we were talking about I, it takes a singular verb am, right? Am going or was, as we have learned in one example also in the previous line. But it takes a plural verb when saying I go or I have to leave now. Okay. So means when we are using any proper verb, means the main verb, then it will be the plural one. For example, I am going out. Okay. We are using am with I. But I have to go out. I has to go out will be wrong. Getting it? So I have to go out. We will use have with it, a plural word with it, verb with it. Okay. So one more rule is there that the second person the second person you, it takes a plural verb in all the tenses. Okay. Whenever we use you, we always use plural with it, means plural verb with it. We never use the singular verb. Okay. Either it is used for a singular person or a plural person. Okay. For example, you are learning swimming well. Okay. So we are using you are. Okay. Obviously we are talking about a single person over here, but still we are using are. You all are following the rules properly. Okay. So here it is a plural. You all is written, but still we are using are. Means in all the cases we always use plural verb with the you, with the second person you. Okay. So Next, the third rule is that usually the verb is placed close to the subject. Okay, it happens, right? The verb is placed close to the subject, but sometimes what happens, so we can easily ensure that the two agree with each other. If the two are together, written together in a sentence, we can easily ensure that the two agree with each other. Means the subject and the verb are agreeing with each other. Okay, they are used according to each other. But if we have the subject and verb at different places, means far away from each other in a sentence, then we have to be careful in the use of verb. Okay, if it is away from its subject. So just look at this example. The quality of the mangoes is poor. So here you can see the quality of the mangoes is poor. So mangoes is plural, bacha. We are using is with it, right? Why? Reason behind that in this sentence, the actual subject is quality, not mangoes. Okay. So though mangoes is nearby to the verb is, but still we are not talking about the subject mangoes. We are talking about the subject quality. And quality is singular, so that is why we are using is over here. Okay. So the verb is agrees with the subject quality. Next, number fourth rule is that in most sentences, the verb comes after the subject, right? It happens, the verb comes after the subject, but in sentences that begin with there, 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 the real subject is placed after the verb. Okay, getting my point? So if there it is starting with there, the sentence is starting with the word there, then what happened? The real subject it always placed after the verb. So in such sentences, we have to be very attentive. Okay, while using the verb. When a sentence begins with there, the verb agrees with the subject that follows it. Okay, that is used after the verb. So just look at the examples. There are 30 boys in this class. So here you can see, bacha, there are 30 boys. So here 30 boys. Boys are is the subject over here. Okay. So quantity is 30 and the boys is also plural. So we are using are. Verb are over here. Right? A plural verb we are using. So there are 30 boys in this class. Okay. Next is there is no passenger in the bus. So here we are talking about the passenger. Passengers is singular. So we are using the singular verb is over here. Okay. So hopefully you are understanding it. So this was your fourth rule. Okay. In the sentences where we are using there, we are starting the sentence with the word there. Okay. When the subject consists of two or more singular nouns or pronouns that are joined with and, the subject takes a plural verb. Okay. So in a sentence, which are if we are using more than one noun or pronoun, okay, means if we are talking about two or more than that nouns or pronouns, and obvious if we are using more than one, two or more than two even, we always join them with and, right? So the subject takes a plural verb at that time. For example, Suman and Sudha are cousins. So Suman and Sudha, two nouns are here, bacha. You can see, right? Suman and Sudha are cousins. So we are using the plural verb are over here. Madhu and I were present at the function. So here also Madhu, a noun is here, I, a pronoun is here. So here also two persons we are talking about. So we will use the plural verb. Got it? So this was your fifth rule. Number six is that uh, means number five exceptions are there. Just look at them first. When the two nouns refer thus to the same person or thing. Okay, we have talked about the usage of and, right? When we are talking about two persons in a sentence. Okay, two different persons. But if we are using and in the sentence, but we are talking about the same person or thing, in those cases which are the verb is always used singular. Okay, here you can see the statesman and politician is no more. So here we can see that the statesman and politician is no more means a single person who was a statesman also and a politician also, he is no more. Got it? So that is why we are using the verb is over here. If it will be written the statesman and the politician are no more, that means they will be the two different persons. Okay, so here it is written the statesman and politician is no more, that means it is a single person we are talking about. The second example is that the lyricist and music director of this film is an engineer by profession. Okay, here also you can see that we are talking about the same person in this sentence, the lyricist and the music director, means both the designations are for the same person, right? So we are talking about a single person, that is why we are using the singular verb is in this sentence. Okay, next rule is number 6. When the subject consists of two nouns or pronouns joined with or as well as, the verb agrees with the first noun or pronoun. Okay, what happened, bacha? When a subject consists of in a sentence, when the subject consists of two nouns or pronouns, okay, but they are joined with or as well as. In those cases, we look at the first noun or pronoun, and according to the first noun or pronoun, we use the verb. Okay, so here example, the leader with all the followers is shouting slogans. Okay, so here you can see the leader with all the followers. With is used over here, bacha. Leader singular, followers plural, right? But what we have learned in the rule, that whenever we are you joining two nouns or pronouns with the help of with or as well as, in that case we always look at the first noun or pronoun. Okay, so the first noun over here is leader. Leader is singular, so that is why we are writing the leader with all his followers is shouting slogans. Okay, the leader is shouting slogans. Got it? Second sentence, all the students with the teacher are decorating the stall. Okay, so here you can see that students is plural, but the teacher is singular, right? But we will see the first noun or pronoun used over here. So the first one is students. So according to that, we will use our a verb over here. Okay, so because of students, it is written are in it. Okay, as you can use this with the teacher at last as well. All the students are decorating the stall with the teacher, right? So that is why we always use are means plural with the plural noun or pronoun which is used at the first place. Okay, according to that we use the verb. Next rule, number 7, is the words each, either, neither, everyone, etc. take a singular verb. Whenever we are starting a sentence or we are using in a sentence each, either, neither, everyone, in those sentences we always take a singular verb, because these words are taken as singular, right? So each of these oranges is sweet. Okay, each of these oranges is sweet means we are talking about the individuality of the oranges, means the single oranges. Got it? Either of the two brothers is highly qualified. Okay, so either of the two brothers is highly qualified. So is singular verb. Why? Because of either. Neither of the two books is interesting. Okay, why, Bacha? Because in these words, we always point out the single person. Okay, single person or thing. So each of these mangoes, oranges. So we are talking about the means the single orange. Okay, that is why we are using is. Same in the second either, in the case of neither also. Everyone gives the same excuse. Everyone means we are pointing out towards the individual persons over there, right? That is why we are using verb gives over here, the singular verb. Okay, so this number 8 rule is when two subjects are connected with either or neither nor. Okay, the verb agrees with the latter subject. Subject means which is written at the back. Okay, so if two subjects are there, bacha, and we are connecting them with either or neither nor, in those cases we look at the subject that is latter part means which is at the second number. Okay, and according to that we use the verb. Examples are here, either the pilot or the crew members were hiding the truth. Okay, either or is used for the connection. The pilot is your singular, the crew members is your plural, right? So we are using were over here as a verb because of the members. Got it? So in the case of either or, neither nor, bacha, we always just look after the or look at the second subject or the latter part of the subject to use the verb. Okay. So because of the crew members, because of the plural members, we are using were over here. Same in the second sentence, neither the teacher nor the students are there in the class. Okay. Though the teacher is singular, students are plural, right? So because of this, we are using are over here. Okay. Next rule is number 9. The words much and a little take a singular verb. Okay. Whenever we use the word much or a little, we take a singular verb. For example, much has already been lost. Much has. Has is a singular verb, right? So much with much we are using singular verb has already been lost. Only a little of the truth has been told. Okay. So has been told a little of the truth. Okay. So a little we are using the singular verb has. Okay. Number 10th rule is that the words many, a few, several, and both. These four words many, a few, several, and both. They take a plural verb. Okay. They all take a plural verb. For example, many of the markets were closed yesterday. Okay. Many of the markets were closed. We are using were as a plural verb, right? A few of the seats are still not filled up. Okay. Several of the guests are leaving. Okay. So in this also you can see markets were we are using because it is many. So a few of the seats are still not filled up. Several of the guests are leaving. Both the hospitals have well-known doctors. So here we are not pointing out towards individuals. We are talking about a majority, right? So, as in the previous slide, we have learned that in few cases we use means in the either or either, neither, everyone. In such cases, we use the singular verb. Why? Because we are pointing out towards the individuals. Here, we are not pointing out towards the individuals. We are talking about the majority, right? Next is the 11th rule, and it is that collective nouns are considered as singular and take singular verbs. So, whenever we talk about the collective nouns, bacha, they are considered as singulars and they always take the singular verbs, right? Because they are the collection of a particular thing and we are providing them a single word, right? We are providing them a single word to the whole majority of that. For example, a team of cricket players is ready to enter the field. Here you can see a team of cricket players. So we are talking about the team, right? Team is a collective noun. So team of cricket players is ready to enter the field. We are not talking about all the players individually. We are talking about the whole team. So that is why we are using is a singular verb over here. Okay. A flock of sheep is in the meadow. Okay, here also flock of sheep is a collective noun. So flock is in the meadow. Got it? So we are using the singular verb is. Next, number 12th rule is that nouns which indicate food, clothing, furniture, or stationery are singular and hence take a singular verb. So here you can see the furniture is very costly. The stationery is very important to keep. The food is kept covered. So you can see that we are using the singular is with furniture, stationery, and food. Right? So these rules that we have learned today, Vacha, there are so many rules regarding subject verb agreement, but as you are in class 6 right now, so these rules are sufficient for you. So learn these rules which are very carefully. Watch the video very carefully. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me in the session. Okay. So take care of yourself and goodbye now.